Right to the air is Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
They go play action with Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Two straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Play action. Now Jackson. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Play action. It's Jackson.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Commanders 7, Eagles nothing.
after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To try again after the sack. Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for an Eagles. First down, at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 10, Eagles nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got to kick?
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wilson on the keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They go with the option on fourth down, left side. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end. To throw again on second down. Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Second and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On third down, Jackson. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. Stuff and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They begin with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
61. That's box right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Inside handoff, Henry. And down he'll go at the 25.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And some room to maneuver. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Washington.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 17, Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
I said, let's go.
To throw is Wilson.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. This time Jackson will throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Pulled in at the 24.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Jackson.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent.
Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Squeeze, get in there. You're out.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.